Roxxanne in Everett, Washington, asks a question that I get quite often. Can someone stand in the gap for the deliverance of another person? Yes and no. It really depends, in most cases, whether or not you have authority over that person. Now, you can never stand completely 100% in the gap, because you see, in most cases, the will is necessary. But let me walk you through this. A husband, for example, has authority over the wife and the family, so he can speak on some occasions for the wife. A parent has authority over children who are not of legal age, so they can speak for them. Now, a good example of this is the Syrophoenician woman who came to Christ, whose daughter was demon-possessed. That's the story about the children's bread. Our International School of Exorcism actually deals with this story at great length. We have a whole course practically on this one particular exorcism to show you everything that's involved. So this mother said, "My daughter has a demon. Lord, deliver her." And after some time, Christ did deliver her. In fact, it was a long-distance deliverance. The daughter wasn't even there. But the mother pleaded on behalf of her minor daughter, and Jesus delivered the child because of the faith of the mother. Faith enters into this as well as authority. Now, this is not something you can use under all circumstances, because deliverance is a very personal thing. And sometimes the demons are there because of a curse or some genetic inheritance. Now, you can speak to that if you have authority over the person, and you can mitigate the power of the enemy, but you can never have complete authority over it, because that requires the will of the individual in most cases. You see, we are freed from Satan by choice. We often get the demons by choice because of the things which we have done, which have opened the doors to the devil. So, for example, if you've been involved in the New Age witchcraft or the occult, you are the one. You have to renounce those things. Nobody else can do that for you. You have to do that. So nobody else can stand in the gap. If you've committed some horribly egregious evil, some really bad thing, nobody's going to stand in the gap for that. You are going to have to confess that sin yourself to Christ and receive His grace. And sometimes you need to extend forgiveness to someone, and you can't get delivered until you extend that forgiveness, and nobody else can extend that forgiveness for you. So, Roxxanne, this is a tricky situation. I encourage people to stand in prayer for others, but seldom ever do I cast the demons out of someone else through another individual. There have been some rare occasions when I have done this, particularly when it's a parent and a small, innocent child who has not reached a cognitive age of accountability. And I've seen some marvelous deliverances in that regard. But if the child is present, I always try to engage whatever aspect of will, at whatever age that child is, to come against the forces of darkness by themselves, in addition to the prayers of the parents. So this is not a hard and fast rule, but I hope that what I've shared with you has given some direction and understanding to this idea of deliverance by proxy. How do you know if your problems are the result of bad life choices or demons? And what do you do if your problem is demons? My 200-page book, Dealing with Demons, has answers for questions most are afraid to ask. Can Christians be demon-possessed? How can I know what's natural and what's supernatural? Dealing with Demons will teach you how to recognize symptoms that the devil is at work in your life or the life of someone that you care about. Learn strategies to avoid Satan's traps and walk in freedom and supernatural protection. Read Dealing with Demons and be one step closer to living in spiritual victory. I invite you to enroll today at our International School of Exorcism, an online Bible college of spiritual warfare. It's all right there on your iPhone, your Android, your computer, or your iPad. 24/7 you can study at your own pace. You'll learn about the history of exorcism, healing, deliverance, and spiritual warfare in the Bible and church history. You'll also learn the practical aspects of breaking curses, pulling down spiritual strongholds, and removing the legal rights of Satan. Once you've completed and receive a certificate, you then can join with me personally and be mentored side by side with me in my seminars across America. There's no better time than now to learn how to set yourself, your friends, and family free from the bondage of Satan by enrolling in the International School of Exorcism. In our new book, Set Your Family Free, Laura and I share what we've learned in 25 years of marriage and ministry.
We teach you how to speak spiritual blessings over your family and offer 10 prayers that will break generational curses of the ancestors. We also offer detailed prayers that family members can pray for one another.
We teach how to raise children with purity principles, how to prepare them for adulthood, and how to break every assignment of Satan over their lives. And for married couples, there's a frank chapter about sex.
We give you the principles of spiritual warfare to fight for your family and to be victorious over the powers of darkness.
This is the book that will set your family free. The most frequent demon that I deal with is the spirit of Jezebel, the most prevalent evil spirit of our age. This demon wants to destroy your health, your finances, your marriage, your family, and your church. Learn the tactics of Jezebel throughout history and in the time in which we live. My book, Jezebel, Defeating Your Number One Spiritual Enemy, is your key to overcoming this demon, which is more prevalent than at any time in human history. Get your copy today. Jezebel, Defeating Your Number One Spiritual Enemy.
He took the curses away from me. Was he Bob Larson? Because he can help you.
If your life isn't all that it should be, if relationships aren't working, if your health, your finances, or your spiritual life are unhappy, schedule a personal one-on-one encounter with me. We'll get to the root of the issues that are holding you back. We'll give you answers and a whole new direction in life.
Oh, what a change, what a difference when you have an encounter with God.
Take action. I look forward to seeing you soon.
We encourage your support for this worldwide outreach to do what Jesus did. For the latest information on resources, seminars, conferences, training institutes, retreats, and international missions, go to boblarson.org. Thank you for your prayers and financial partnership.